What's going on, my dudes, my dudettes? Welcome back. Ed here. I got a lot of information for you today. We're coming at you hard. We're coming at you fast, like I always do. Boom. That being said, if you like the videos I've been putting out, please give a like, a subscribe, a comment, anything you want to do on YouTube nowadays. Throw it out there. A lot of good content for you today. We got an intermediate steroid cycle, what we're looking at for the next compounds beyond just testosterone. So if you want to get your toes a little more in that water there, you know, you tried your first test cycle and now you want to step it up, we're going to dive into what compounds would be your best options. I am by no means a doctor. I'm not a bodybuilding coach. I'm none of that. We're in the same boat, guys, all right? I'm just a guy who likes to lift weights, who wants to get big and strong as possible, but still healthy. That's important. We got to be healthy when we're doing this. So I've done 2 steroid cycles now. Both have just been testosterone for about 10 weeks at a time. So yeah, I was on for about 2 months, took a 10-month break, went back on for 2 months, another 10-month break. Now here I am again, ready for wintertime, ready to start an intermediate cycle now. I think it's time to step it up. So I've done a lot of research, and in my research, I have come across 2 compounds that time and time again seem to be the best option. So, what are they? Let's break it down. Testosterone should always be your base, okay? Once you've done your testosterone-only cycle, now you can start exploring a little bit more. If you want, you can add in another injectable. You can add in an oral. I wouldn't go too crazy, though. There are a couple different categories of steroids. Each one comes with their ups and downs. During my research, one thing I found is that 19-nors are probably ones I won't mess with for a while. So 19-nors, they are your nandrolones. That's your DECA, your NPP. DECA and NPP are the same thing. They're both nandrolone, just one's a different ester. Trenbolone falls into that category. They are some serious compounds. They are going to get you big. Great for gains and hypertrophy, but they are going to be bad for a lot of other things. You're going to have to deal with progestogenic side effects on top of the other side effects that already come with steroids, so that's a whole nother thing you're going to have to battle. If you don't know what you're doing, that's going to be tough to do. 19-nors also are going to suppress you way harder, way longer than testosterone and its derivatives or DHT derivatives would. For example, you can do a testosterone cycle, you hop off, maybe 3 to 4 months later, your test levels are getting back to normal. Maybe 4 to 6 months later, if you're worried about having kids, your fertility's back to normal at this point. Whereas if you are on nandrolone, that first shot of nandrolone is going to shut you down hard. Boom, right there. Your HPTA, your hypothalamic pituitary testicular axis, it's getting shut down. And it's going to get shut down for a while, guys. If you're on nandrolone, it's not going to be like 3 to 4 months once you get off where your test levels are back to normal-ish range, I say. Your fertility's coming back. It's probably going to be a year, maybe a year and a half to get those test levels back up to a normal range, if they even get back to a normal range. Fertility, same thing. I'm worried about having kids. I'm still young. I'm 26, so that's a big thing for me. That's why I don't want to really fuck around with the 19-nors a whole lot right now. Maybe in the future I'll try my DECA and my Tren, but right now I'm staying away from it. Other than that, you got your DHT derivatives. A lot of people associate those with the androgenic side effects that come from steroids, such as the hair loss, the acne, I don't know, gyno, bad sleeping. A lot of the DHT derivatives will give you some of that. Some won't. I mean, a lot of the hair loss is genetic. Masteron, I heard, really does speed up the hair loss, though. So that's one that, while it'll make you look great, I probably will hold off on that for a while. You got your orals. Some people like to go crazy with the orals. Everybody who's like a beginner is like, let me rip some D-ball, man. While D-ball is probably great, I haven't tried it yet. I heard it just kind of gets you real watery. It's very water retentive compound. It gets you real bloated looking. If you just want to be big, D-ball is great. If you want to be strong, it'll get you strong. But if you want to be healthy too, like a lot of this is, you want to think what the healthiest options are. And D-ball is not going to be easy on your heart. It's going to be, very water retentive. It's going to raise your blood pressure. It's got to go through the livers, the kidneys. A lot of these orals are going to be real tough on the organs. The Anadrol, the Superdrol, Winstrol. I wouldn't mess around with those if this is your first, second, even third steroid cycle. But that being said, Ed, what are the two compounds you're talking about? Well, one of them is actually a DHT derivative. It's primobolan. It is tried and true. They've been using it back since, I don't know, the 60s in bodybuilding competitions, probably before that. I think it was one of Arnold's go-to compounds. He swore by primobolan. It's definitely more expensive, so if you're balling on a budget, Primo's a little tough to do. And a lot of people say it's faked all the time. I guess you got to be careful, but with any of this shit, you got to be careful. If you can find the other stuff, I'm sure you can find real primobolan too. So, that being said, it seems like it has one of the best side effect profiles as far as steroids go. It's a nice little enhancement to the testosterone. It's not a real water retentive compound. It's going to get those nice round muscle bellies and add a little bit of a little aesthetic appeal on top of your just test-based cycle. So I heard a lot of good stuff about primobolan. That is one of the ones that I would not mind trying myself. And then if you want to throw an oral in, like there are a lot of bad ones that are bad for you. But it seems like, again, there's one tried and true with one of the better side effects profiles. Like obviously all steroids are going to have side effects, but Anavar seems to be the best kind of all-around oral. It's going to lead to some dry gains. You're going to get some strength from it. The gains that you make are going to be more sustainable, meaning when you kick back a bunch of D-ball and you gain 20 pounds, that's great, but you stop taking it, you're going to lose it right away because it's a bunch of water, other shit. It's going to be some muscle too, but you're going to lose it quick, whereas Anavar, the gains are going to be not as extreme, but you'll be able to hang on to them a little bit better. It's not going to be as hard on your organs as, like, you know, the super draws, the anadraws, stuff like that. So, yeah, it seems like Anavar is safe for women, so probably pretty safe for men. I don't know. I feel like most people watching these videos are guys, but if you're a girl too, I mean, I would stick with Anavar. So that being said, it seems like a nice intermediate steroid cycle would be testosterone, primobolan, and Anavar. Just so happens that I did a bunch of research. I think it's time to start my nice little winter intermediate cycle blast. So I started it on Sunday with some testosterone and primobolan. It's Thursday now, so it's only been 3-4 days. I'm not feeling the effects quite yet. I mean, it's very soon. But I'm going to keep you guys posted on these results of this intermediate cycle. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm going to start throwing the Anavar in probably next week. I just wanted to get the oral a little chance to get in me first. So yeah, we're going to have some fun with this. I'll keep you posted. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm doing 450 milligrams a week of testosterone and dentate with 300 milligrams of primobolan and dentate a week on top of that. A lot of guys say if you're not blasting primobolan at 1,000 milligrams a week, it's a waste of time. There's no harm in starting low and going up from there. Always start low, be safe, and then your next cycle, maybe try a little bit more. But health and safety is fucking important, guys. You don't want to ruin your shit. So be smart about it. Even the Anavar, I'm going to take it sublingually, sit it under my tongue. It'll help with the liver. It doesn't have to, you know, go through the liver. Those 17 alpha alkylated steroids, all the oral ones, got to pass through your liver. But when you take them sublingually, you let them sit under your tongue for a couple minutes, gets absorbed through the little blood vessels in your mouth, gets into you quicker. It's better like pre-workout. It'll hit you kind of faster. You'll get the benefits for your workout. So that's how I'm going to use it. Only on days I lift, probably like 10 milligrams. Not a lot at all, but I'm sure I'm going to feel some effect from that. Yeah, just don't go crazy on these dosages, guys. Like, I wouldn't be blasting 100 milligrams of Anavar a day. That's stupid. Start low, like I said. All right, but I think that's enough info for today. We kind of hit what compounds you want to take for a nice little intermediate cycle. The safest ones out there for you to do. Not that any of them are safe, but which ones kind of are going to be the easiest on your health and longevity and will help you do this for a while, you know? So that's my little spiel there. Hope you guys learned something today. Let me know what you want to see in the next videos and I'll get that done for you, okay? With that, Ed out. Bye-bye.